Hi guys, Alberto here. You're watching the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, and today I'm covering the Harley Benton Plexicon Distortion pedal. As usual, I'm gonna open by playing the pedal with several different settings over a backing track. Then I'm gonna cover the main features of the pedal, give you a couple more sound samples, and then move on to the review part. So grab a drink, sit tight, and let's go. So the Plexicon is part of Harley Benton's new MiniStomp box series, and this is a series of mini pedals that are all highly affordable. So the analog guys, including the Plexicon here, all go for 20 euros, and the digital ones go for 35 euros. These are approximate German prices. And Harley Benton is of course the house brand from music shop Thomann, so you can only get these Harley Benton pedals at Thomann, and they all come with a 3-year warranty and a 30-day return rights with your money back guarantee. The Plexicon is obviously a Marshall Plexi style pedal, so it's trying to recreate the sound of a Marshall 1959 Super Lead, which is one of the most iconic and most recorded rock and roll amps of history. And the pedal has got 3 controls for volume, tone, and drive, and you get an additional toggle switch to switch between normal and bright modes. So it's a very straightforward pedal to use, and it attempts to recreate the sound of this iconic amp in a very compact and affordable format. So let's hear some more sound samples with the Plexicon. I'm playing my PRS SE Custom 24 or my D'Angelico Deluxe Bedford into the Plexicon, into the Victory V40 amplifier, set clean without any reverb. The amp is then loaded down using the 2Notes torpedo captor, and I'm using the 2Notes Wall of Sound plugin for cabinet simulation. I'm using here the simulation of a 4x12 cabinet loaded with Celestion greenbacks, which would be the classic pairing for a Marshall Plexi style amp. So let's check it out. So let me know what you think about the sounds of the Harley Benton Plexicon. Make sure to write in the comment section down below. I'm really impressed with the pedal. I wasn't expecting much for 20 bucks and it really surprised me. I think it does a really good job recreating the sound of a hot-rodded cranked Plexi, and it does a couple of very good and very authentic sounds. Another thing I really like about the Plexicon is that the controls actually do something. So with many of these cheap Plexi pedals, I feel they have like one setting and you can mess around with the controls but nothing really happens. But that's not the case with the Plexicon. So I feel I really have a nice range of drives from like crunchy sounds all the way to more high gain distortions. And the tone knob also has a quite decent range, and then you have the toggle switch between normal and bright modes, which is really handy if you like playing different guitars and different amps that may be darker or brighter. Then you have also the volume knob, obviously, and I feel the pedal compresses a lot, so you don't really have a lot of clean headroom, but you can easily go above unity volume by using the volume knob. Finally, the pedal is also true bypass. Like many other Marshall Plexi style pedals, the Plexicon has got actually more gain than the original amp does. So one thing I feel the pedal won't do so well is clean sounds. So if you're after those well-rounded clean sounds that you can get from the normal channel of the original amp, I think the pedal won't really cut it. Another thing is the pedal doesn't clean up so nicely with the guitar volume knob. So the amp is really well known for doing that. You can dial in a cranked sound, roll down your guitar volume knob and still get some really sparkly, nice, clean sounds, especially with single coil pickups. So the pedal tends to compress more and you don't get this nice transition between clean and overdriven sounds. Finally, the pedal also has got some nice range on the controls, but it's obviously not a crazy tone shaping machine, and you won't be able to dial in a modern mid-scooped metal sound because it has got this classic EQ curve with the mids pushed, which are very characteristic of the Marshall Plexi amps. The Plexicon also really surprised me in terms of build quality. So you have a metal chassis. I think the toggle and the foot switches feel very robust and the knobs have got a nice resistance to them. So differently from Behringer pedals at a similar price point, I would happily throw this into my pedal board and bring to gigs and abuse it. You also get a 3-year warranty from Thomann, so I think this is a big plus compared to getting pedals from an unknown brand at Amazon. I think one thing they did miss is having white markings on the tone and on the volume knobs, because they are obviously tiny and very difficult to read on a dark stage. So that was my review of the Harley Benton MiniStomp Plexicon. I hope the video was helpful and fun to watch. If that's the case, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more guitar and gear related content, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Finally, if you like and want to support what I'm doing here, make sure to check my affiliate links in the description box below. If you use them, I earn a small commission and this really helps me to get more products for making reviews like this one at no additional cost for you. Keep on rocking and cheers!